Okay, so today we're going to be covering object relational mapper. Okay, ORM, object relational mapper. And this is basically how Django is set up in terms of how you interact with the database. Okay, so the way you can think of an ORM is basically a virtual database. Okay. So what I mean by that is, we have our client-server model, right? Client, we have our server, makes requests, responses, right? And then we have our database here, right? This is our, our SQL data, MySQL or something, right? So what the virtual database is that within your server, right? Within your app server, which is your Django. Okay, so let's say, I want to make this one a little bit bigger. So let's say this is your Django. Okay. You have a layer here. This is the ORM. Okay. It's part of Django. Okay. But if this is like your other like Django files, like for instance your views.py. Okay. This will interface with the ORM layer when it needs specific database data, and then the ORM layer will contact the SQL database and actually catch the data. It'll get returned into the ORM, and the ORM can get passed back to your views.py. Okay, so it's a virtual database that is still part of Django, it still lives within Django, but it's an abstraction layer for being able to reference your database. Okay, and the reason we do this is because the ORM is a good way to basically allow you to grab your objects more quickly. It basically maps all of your SQL tables into objects. Okay, so for instance, let's say we have this users table. Okay, your users table probably has like an ID, and let's say we just have one field. Let's just say we just have email. Okay, so we abstract this. Let's say this is 1, and let's say this is like Shane S at example.com. Okay, so and we have another user, right? So this is our SQL table, as we would have it in MySQL. When we abstract this into an ORM, you have a user class, okay, which basically corresponds to this entire table. And then for every row, you have like a user object. Okay, user object. And so each row refers to a different object. The class is for the table as a whole, and each row corresponds to an object. Okay, and so this is where our OOP stuff sort of meets Django and meets our web application. Is we have this ability to structure things. Because I have this user object, I can use my user class to grab my object. Once I have an object, if I need to find the email, I can use the user object to grab like just a specific attribute, right? So I can get like the users, let's say u1 was my user object, then I can do something like u1.email. And if I have like a first name, I can do u1.firstname. Okay. So it provides like an easy way to basically grab all of the attributes of a specific user object, because all of that data corresponding to that row has been aggregated together and organized in a specific way for you. Okay. Any questions on this so far?